This video is going to show you how to add a player or a guest to the database uh, to help run a normal pairs evening. So we'll start up Club Pairs, and there are two ways of adding players. The first way is sort of better, but you require more time. So if a pair arrives well before the start of play, before you know the number of tables you're likely to have, then go to the player database and just add them in. So say new player and put their name in, John Doe, and save those details. So you see that John's player ID is 221, and that's what we use at the Berwick Club on the Bridgemates to identify people. So that's the number that John needs to know when the play starts. And if we go to the Ds, we can see John Doe is there. We can see if he's a member of the SBU by clicking Set SBU details, but there's no one of that surname in the database, so he's clearly not a member of the SBU. It's not a problem for a guest. The other way to add the person is to add them after the event has started, and then add them after the event has started manually. So we'll create the event for the evening, one session pairs, match point pairs, not one of the other options. Okay, and we'll set the movements to, maybe we've got 6 tables. Uh, there are a lot of movements, but some of the club standard ones will be in the club list. So it's 8 rounds, and if we want 3 boards per round, we'll make it 24 boards. Click OK. That starts the event, or well, creates the event. Then we go to Bridgemate scoring, create the database for this event, start a new one, because I've done this before, and then we launch the Bridgemate server to send all the information to the Bridgemates. Now, the first thing people will do is set in their names, and this will populate the names screen. I don't have all the Bridgemates on. I don't have people typing in all their numbers. But suppose John puts his 221 in here, and then there'll be a blank at South because his partner doesn't have. She's a visitor, doesn't have a number yet. So what you will do manually after the event has started is type her name in here. And you will see she turns yellow. All the guests will be yellow. And then what you can do is use the add any visitors to the player database. So we'll click that. We'll say yes. It'll again search the database to see if she has an SBU number. Unsurprisingly, there's still no Does there, and the update is complete. And you'll see her club ID is 287, and in the future, that's the number she should enter on the Bridgemates to identify herself to the system. What you then have to do, either you can do it if you have permission or contact the secretary, is let them know that there are 2 new players. If you can pick up their email addresses, that's always great, and let them know the player names and the club IDs that have been assigned, and the secretary will create these accounts on Pianola so they'll be reflected in the scores. And that's all you need to do. Enjoy your bridge.